In the past 2 days, we've received a ton of updates about future patches, new characters, and what comes after Natlan. Hoyoverse has officially confirmed several new characters, an entirely new region, and so much more, so there's a lot to talk about. I've already made a video about the new characters, but this one will go over some fresh updates, like Skirk's playstyle and COLUMBINA's release date. So let's dive into all the new info we've gotten over the past few days. But before we jump in, a quick reminder. The banners for Neuvillette and Zhongli are currently live on the servers. If you're planning to pull for them but are running low on Primo Gems, check out lootbar.gg for a way to save some money. Lootbar is a fantastic service for topping up in games like Genshin Impact and Honkai Star Rail. You can save up to 20% on all top-ups by using favorable exchange rates and direct partnerships with authorized top-up partners of Hoyoverse. With over 100,000 users and 16,000 plus positive reviews, Lootbar is safe and secure. Be sure to check the link in the description or pinned comment for an extra 5% discount. Now, back to the video. Let's start with version 5.4. In this update, we'll see two new characters, Mizuki and Iansan. Mizuki, also known as Kimitsuki Ayano, is expected to be a 5-star Anemo character and will be joining the standard banner in version 5.5. We haven't had a new character in the standard banner since Sumeru, so it's about time we get some fresh faces in there. We've also never had a standard character from Inazuma, so this is a pretty big deal. The character that will be released alongside Mizuki is Iansan. Iansan was the first character from Natlan to be officially confirmed as playable, but for some reason, Hoyoverse decided to hold off on her release rather than introducing her in version 5.0 or 5.1. At any rate, she's one of the most highly anticipated characters from Natlan, and I'm really excited to see her gameplay. Iansan is expected to be a 4-star Electro Bow user, though her rarity is still up in the air. Moving on to version 5.5, two new characters are expected to debut, Varesa and Ifa. Varesa is from Natlan and is rumored to be a 5-star Electro unit. If you look closely at the silhouettes, the 6th character shown is Varesa. She's got 2 horns and a tail, and fans have started calling her the Cowgirl. But I'm not sure why, since we haven't really seen any cow species in Natlan so far, right? Next up is Ifa, the 3rd character in the official silhouettes. Ifa's easily recognizable by his hat and his pet Saurian. As we know, he's a Saurian vet from the Flower Feather clan, and we've already seen a drawing of Ifa in-game, complete with his signature hat and the same Saurian pet. I'm really curious to see how Hoyoverse incorporates this pet into his kit. Other than that, there's not much info about him at the moment, but there's an old leak suggesting he'll be a 4-star character, similar to Kaveh. But take that with a grain of salt. It's not confirmed yet. Let's just hope Ifa is a 5-star character, especially if you're a fan of the Flower Feather clan. Now, on to version 5.6. In this update, we're expecting Dahlia and an unknown character from Fontaine to be released. Dahlia had been rumored to be playable for a while, and we first saw concept art of her back in 2023. The design in the silhouette seems similar to the one we saw before, though I'm sure there will be some tweaks to her final model before she's released. But other than that, there isn't too much info on Dahlia for now. The second character in version 5.6 is a brand new character from Fontaine. We haven't seen or heard anything about her in-game yet, so she's completely new. From the silhouettes, we can see she's holding a knife and wearing a chef hat, so she might be a chef by profession. And here's the twist. She also has a tail. This is unique because so far, we haven't had any Fontaine characters with tails. So, this character will definitely be interesting to look out for. Now, let's talk about Skirk. Ever since she made her official appearance in the Fontaine Archon quest, fans have been eagerly waiting for updates on her playability and release date. And guess what? We finally got some concrete news. Skirk will be released as a 5-star Cryomane DPS unit. Yes, a cryo unit. If you're planning to pull for her, do not wait for her rerun. Trust me, you'll regret it. As for her weapon, she'll be using a sword, and she's expected to be released either in version 5.7 or 5.8, depending on Hoyoverse's schedule. Now, a bit of news about COLUMBINA and SNEZHNAYA's release. During a live stream, it was confirmed that Nodkrai, the southernmost city of Snezhnaya, will be released in version 6.0 and beyond. According to a reliable source, Flying Flame, all previously established but unreleased maps will be introduced in the 6.x updates. And guess what? COLUMBINA will be making her appearance in Nodkrai. The sources also said that Columbina will be released in one of the 6.x updates, meaning Capitano might not be available in Nodcry after all. This also means that Snezhnaya itself might not be released until version 7.0, sometime in 2026. The reasoning? The main storyline and Archon quest of Snezhnaya are reportedly going to be massive, involving all 7 regions of Teyvat. Can you imagine an Archon quest where all 7 Archons and the main characters from every region come together? That's going to be an absolute banger. But that might be one of the reasons they're delaying Snezhnaya's release. They need time to tell this epic story. Lastly, for those of you hoping to see the prison girl character rumored to be coming from Natlan, sorry to disappoint, but based on the current silhouettes, it's clear she won't be making her appearance in Natlan. It looks like the character might have been scrapped, or maybe it was just an early concept for someone else. Now, I want to remind you that all the information shared in this video is subject to change in the future, as it's still pretty early to confirm anything. The sources of this information are Flying Flame, Full Stop Chan, HXG, and more. They have consistently provided accurate leaks in the past, so they are pretty reliable. However, as I mentioned, these are early information, so everything is subject to change until Hoyoverse confirms anything. So that's everything we've gotten in the past few days. What do you think about all these upcoming characters and updates? Are you excited to pull for any of them? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. And if you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications for more updates.